Hello everybody, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. Okay, it's still raining here at the rural location. It's just how it goes. A little different background view, looking east off my front porch. Well, I tell you, been around the sun over 55 times. Means I'm 55 years old. Some people consider that a senior citizen. In fact, I had dinner last night. It was a seafood buffet. All you can eat. Seniors got 10% off. And seniors were 55 and up, so saved me a little money. Hey, what is that? Is that the sun? Wow, sunny and raining. A thing of beauty. Anyway, what I want to talk about right now is some foolishness I saw on the internet. And it's for real, and life sometimes is just too funny. I mean, what are these people thinking? New York City, school system are telling the people that make the test not to use the words, see if I can remember this correctly, birthday, Halloween, dancing, unless it refers to ballet, computers, unless they refer to computers in libraries or schools, and I think there was something else, but it doesn't matter. Is this censorship? No, it's foolishness. I guess they don't want some people to feel left out, so if, some poor little kid doesn't have a computer in the home, he doesn't feel bad about himself or herself. It's just nonsense. Or they don't want to do Halloween because I guess some people consider that a pagan holiday. It's like, get real, people. I mean, give me a frickin' break. Oh, let's see, birthdays. I guess maybe some people don't celebrate their birthday, or they don't get a birthday party or birthday present, so they feel bad about themselves. And what was it? Oh, dancing. I guess some people can't dance, so, or it's against their religion, so we can't talk about dancing in the schools. What next? I mean, where do these people come from that make up these rules? And why is it that we, the people, either elect these people or don't run them out of town or what? And say, enough of the nonsense. It's really a shame what's happened to education in America. What started out in one-room schoolhouses, or with one-room schoolhouses, and built this country up and made it great, has now been destroyed by the government. Because the government runs the schools, right? You got your local schools, that's government, because you usually have to elect the school board. And then you've got your state, like universities. You got your county community colleges. Once again, that's all government. Then you got your federal government that's making laws saying what you can and can't do in education. And you've got the federal government taxing the people, are taking part of our tax and use that to manipulate what goes on in the states and in the schools. And it's just a mess. And they keep throwing more money, and whenever they want more money, it's for the children. Well, look what all that money's done. There's been studies that show that more money doesn't equal better education. We've gone from leading the industrial world in education to now trailing it. All the industrialized nations, I do believe, are ahead of us in education. I'm a firm believer that education starts at home, and the fault is really up to the parents, because some people's kids excel while others don't, and it usually comes from the home. But to sit back and allow these fools to do this. See, I don't have any kids, but they still take my money for school, so I sometimes attend school board meetings. And they wonder why I'm there. I go, well, you take my money, I got a right to be here. It's a public meeting, right? So it's just that simple. But these people are out of control. And it's your fault. That's right, it's your fault. My fault too. Because we allow this to happen. I mean, if enough people showed up at a school board meeting and said, hey, cut this nonsense out, if they didn't listen, you could do recall elections and boot these guys out. It's simple. And if they try and rig the election, well, that's what the Second Amendment's for. Stop tyranny. It's just time for we the people to take this country back. Stop the foolishness. Stop the fighting amongst ourselves. And, get back to the business at hand, is getting this country back on the right track. Because it's way off track. It was off track before Obama took office. It was off track before Bush was in office. I mean, it's been off track probably before you and I were even born. It was off track before the internet. But we just need enough people to get involved. That means you don't get to watch TV sometimes. Or play, what is it, Angry Birds? Is that the latest rage? I don't know, because I don't have one of them fancy cell phones. Actually, I don't even get text. I turned all that off. I didn't want it. You want to text me, send me an email. You want to talk to me, call me on the phone. I guess I'm old school, old-fashioned, old fart. But anyway, usually, hopefully, with age comes wisdom. And what I see is just a bunch of foolishness, and it's time to put a stop to it. So people, it's up to you. What you going to do? You ain't going to call Ghostbusters, because you got to take action. You have to decide what's important for yourself. It's not up to me to decide, because maybe schools aren't important to you. But as far as this country goes, you have to decide what's important to you, important enough for you to get up and take action. Because if you don't, who knows, you might wind up in a FEMA camp. You might wind up in a bread line. I don't know. Because we all know this country, things can't stay the way they are. It's impossible. Technically impossible. This debt's going to kill us. And what happens the day after, or on the day of reckoning, the day after the day of reckoning? What happens? What happens when the rice and beans run out? You got to think about it. But then you got to take action. See, I saw something and it's right. Dreamers have goals. But doers, successful people, they have a system. They have a plan. And they take action. And I have a video. Is it time? Is it time? Yeah, it's always time to take action. Sometimes the action could be a little bit more drastic than other times. But it's time, people. It's time. And if you don't prepare today, if you fail to prepare today, you are failing to prepare for tomorrow. And you're preparing to fail tomorrow. Prepare or fail. Choice is yours.